dreams are always the same. Now that things are changing.
Hi there. Hello. Yeah. I see Chip. Hi, hello. Chip says, greetings, Muscleed. Hi, hello. And, Ditman Rat. Hi. Ditman Rat says, where is it going? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Where is this game going? Chip says, whistle audio is very quiet. Is it? Sorry, I love the intro. Didman Red says, no, it's not. Good. Okay. But yeah, last time I was doing this, I was, I think I checked everybody here. And I was about to move. I think. Yeah, I was gonna move. Okay, so that was downtown. What's the fun district? Why are there balloons there? The unsavory part of town also sounds fun, but I want to see the fun district first. Deadman Rat says, how far are you? How far am I? It's 2:15, so I don't have much time before that kid calls me again. I need to check who's on the train. See if I can talk to them. Oh, there's people. Well, oh, hello. Did you say something? I see you over there eyeing my cards, young'un, but I ain't giving them to ya. Last time I was giving my cards away was long before you were born, and now look at me, I'm old. See what sharing gets you? Aging irreparably. One day your skin is sucked close to your skeleton, but then you turn around. Boom, your jowls are hanging down past your collarbones, which are now hollow inside. Is that what you want? Hollow collarbones with a nest of daddy long legs inside? Then stop staring at my cards. Cards. What? That's only the business of me and the nurse that puts the ointment on my back bees 3 times a week. Stop staring at my cards. What, did Pat tell you to go steal his great aunt's cards? Oh. Because if he did, I ain't gonna give him his Christmas present this year. Which is of course a bag of oranges and a strange tin of popcorn from 1987. Stop staring at my cards. I ain't telling a kid like you nothing. Although, you could play me for the information. As long as you don't stare at my cards. What do you say, kiddo? Think you can beat the old maid? Oh, this again? The older maid. Before age, my dear. You go first. Take your turn already. How many pairs have you made already? Just 1. My turn. Another turn, another pair. Take a card, but don't stare at my cards. I'm staring. Chip says, so she's Nana Rue's sister? I'm gonna have to make sense of that mess, right? Ooh. You're just full of poor choices. Now this card is gonna be my ticket to glory. Another pair for me. I'm too old to play mind games. Just take a card. Fucking hell. How do I make her take mine? You ain't cheating over there, are you? Now this card's gonna be my ticket to glory. The old maid? How can this be? Take a card already. Which one? Where did you put it? Where did you put it? Where did you put it? Deadman Rat says she's older, that's all I know. Where did you put it? Did you put it here? Okay. Heck! I can pick cards in my sleep. Okay, yeah, that should do it. I knew today would be a lucky day. I'll get you next time. Okay, I think she puts it in the middle, that's why. Deadman Rat says she's a long shot away from the 3-card Monte guy. Oh jeez. Alright, don't get too cocky there, kiddo. These eyes don't see as well as they used to when I bought them off that plague doctor in the mid to late 18th century. Just, how old am I? None of your dang beeswax. I got my own beeswax to worry about, you know, from the back bees. Anyway, the event is tonight and me and my sister Rue are both gonna be there. Okay, so we do know. What more do you need to know? Now get the heck away from me and stop staring at my cards before I give you a knuckle sandwich. That's pig knuckle, which I bought from a great butcher in the back alley behind the sizzler. It's real good, so I don't want to share. Okay. Wait, this is the fun... Wait, this is the fun district? Oh, shit. Okay, that was the fun district, I guess. I don't need to be here. Okay, we can actually do the unsavory part of town then. Hi. Are you staring at me? Hey buddy, your good old guide here. I just wanted to warn you, in a city so big, there are bound to be parts of town that are a little seedy. I'm talking seedy tough guys who eat the seeds of things without spitting them out onto a napkin politely. So just be careful. Don't go clicking around in back alleys or anything. You never know what you might find. Oh boy. Deadman Rat says, yeah, it's got an arcade and fun hotel. I found that. Oh, there's a back alley that you can go into, okay. Butterfly. And pixel hunting. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Shadra, hi, hello. Shadra says Gator game cute. Yep. Chip says very adult bar for very adults only. Shadra says Twitter in a nutshell. Say, you there, vagrant? Brother, I don't think they're a vagrant. I think they got that suit on. That perhaps a hobo king? You may be right, sister. You there, hobo king, come here a moment. Oh, you guys are important. Honestly, brother, what are we even doing in this filthy part of town? Even breathing the air outside this city watering hole is making my scales lose their highly regarded luster. I agree, sister, but you know as well as I that we had to find an unbiased bonehead for our beneficiary. So anyone at the state was out. Besides, you know how weary I grow of literally everyone we know in the whole world. Shall we talk to the stranger with the briefcase then? Yes, as long as it's not someone that gives me the dreadful horror of being known. Who are these guys? I don't trust, like, brothers that call each other brother and sister too much. Brother, nobody doesn't seem to be aware of who we are. Indeed, sister. Perhaps with that pinstripe style, they spent the last 30 or so years locked in a storage closet with their fingers in their ears, and their other fingers in their eyes, and fingers yet still in their nose. Obviously, since I released that perfume this year. Obviously. I am Princess Valentino, heir to the Valentino fortune. And this is my brother, Prince Valentino. He's also the heir, since we're twins. I'm the evil twin. They couldn't test for that gene, and you know it, Prince. Pat, why he's our second cousin. What is a second cousin again? That's like a cousin, but thankfully a little more removed from your gene pool. The amount of DNA shared between us is blessedly on the shallow side, much like your personality, sister. Oh, Prince, you're such a cut-up. Much like how I cut up your invitation to the Met Gala this year and fed it to the cat. What? The theme this year was the Monopoly mascot. And you know Mittens the Third is on a strict diet for her failing kidneys. Well, now you're going to have to be more specific. I attend a lot of events, you know. Balls, galas, exhibitions, Princess Unfortunate performance art shows. If you were speaking of last week's when I walked the wrong way for Gil's fashion fishery rubber pants for moist alligators, I have you know I got a write-up in a magazine spread for highlights for children. Anyway, if you're talking about tonight, we have no qualms spilling the whole secret to you. That is, if only you do us the smallest of favors. You see, our beloved daddy passed away just recently from poison-related complications. You know, the natural way. Oh, okay. So they are the kids of the guy I contacted with the Ouija board. I got it. Okay. Didman Red says he likes being evil. I appreciate it. Chip says second cousin is your great aunt slash uncle's grandchild. Okay. Drohan says, how is going every furry out there? It's your cosmic deity bear, Drohan. And then the boot emote. Hi, hello. I'm good. I hope somebody is keeping track of all these relatives. Cause I barely am. I barely am. We're splitting up our shared inheritance, but we could really use a mediator and someone to protect my beautiful face from dear sister's punches. It's true, I punched super duper hard. If only we had some help dividing up Daddy's precious possessions, I'm sure we could tell you the information you seek. So will you help us, or do you have Hobo King duties to attend to? Ditman Red says, I mean, you're the one playing the game, but I can't keep track of everything. Johan says, I just got that pun. How weaselly of you. And Rohan says at Chip, hey dude, I recognize you from For Affinity. Split the perks between these jerks. Assign each item to one of the Valentino twins. You can't leave until both twins are happy, so pay attention to the indicator bar. Are you kidding? Okay, that's fun. Well, let's get on with this. That is not getting any more alive. I'm already bored. I appreciate the shoe shot. Mink stole. I simply couldn't. My conscience wouldn't allow it. It clashes terribly with everything I own, and I'd be up all night worrying about it. Ooh, cozy, just the kind of thing I like. Warm and made through the suffering of another, sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna hope I get what they want, but then I just move it around, I guess. Chip says, yep, I know you too. I really like your character, Dirk. Armor. Who wants the armor? You? Shiny, damaged and empty. Well, it wouldn't be totally out of place with me, I suppose. Father's Secret Society hat. I wonder if it had been lost after the SWAT raids. This really brings back memories. Remember when we walled up tipsy cousin Cleo in the wine cellar after luring her with the promise of an even finer vintage? Oh, how we laughed. Okay, you don't want that. A fine vintage from the year I was born. Daddy was saving it for when I became an admirable member of society. Good thing he died and I can just take it. This is kind of unbalanced. Do you want the armor? This would be smashing with great grandmother's claymore. Literally. Okay, yeah. Chip says Casca Amontillado reference. I don't know that. I've seen it referenced, but I have no idea what it's about. Vinyl. These are mostly compilations of Halloween sound effects and screams, so yes, please give this to me. Really? Photo. Well, it's a conversation piece, I suppose. Okay, no, the photo is you. A signed photo of the president? To be rather straight with you, I didn't vote for him. Or that gold chain. Okay, nobody gets this. Well, no, you get it. Perhaps I can use the scraps in my Ming base decoupaging craft project. My parole officer said I had to have a hobby after all. So I guess there's things that people want that they are neutral towards, and the stuff that they do not want. Didman Red says it's Edgar Allan Poe. I haven't read it. Ah, sorry. Oh no! I had some water. It went the wrong pipe. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Chip says basically noble guy gets annoyed by friend, gets him drunk and decides to seal him up with bricks. Oh, I think I've seen references to that, yeah. Oh jeez. Chip says whistle choking. Oh, Zach, hi, hello, Zach says don't choke like you did with Queen Lola Zora. There should be a compilation of the times I've choked with water. There would be quite a few. Oh, okay. Sorry. Rohan says don't choke with egg. No, there's no egg. Okay, hold on. Rohan says we need to whistle alive. Sorry, I'm eating something to see if I can undo the blockage. Also, Rohan, thanks for the sub. You gave the sub to Kai. Okay, I hope Kai notices. Okay, who gets the painting? You want the painting? This will look great placed delicately behind me for my upcoming photo on the cover of Vanity Fair, fashion magazine for me and Lady Alligators. Okay. Oof. Oh, this is gonna be problematic. Maybe. Ah, father's beloved cartoonish sack of money. It reminds me so much of him, gold hardened beneath my flippers. Oh no, the ashes. The first urn we put Daddy in melted, but luckily this one is from the funeral home's new poison-proof collection. Melted? Oh. Oh no. Want the crystal orb? If I wanted to see something mysterious and confusing, I'd just look at Prince's new headshot. Oh, the parrot. Bernard, they spent hours training him to eat $50 bills in front of our governess as she cried. Sweet childhood memories. Pass, I'm already the fastest guy in ANYC if you check my online dating profile reviews. But you're happy, aren't you? Okay. Do you want it? Well, my several phones could use a car. Okay, so I guess that means the blade goes to you. I remember how Momsy and Daddy would let us swing this around in the front yard whenever we get solicitors. Those were happy times. Okay, okay, so the car goes back to you. Don't get me wrong, I love a luxurious sports car, but this one is a bit compact, don't you think? Just keep it. I'll give the blade to her. Great grandmother's claymores, rightful places with me in my penthouse. Or possibly in my ex-boyfriend's Blake, the house music DJ. Okay, that was weird. That's all of Daddy's things, and I feel quite pleased with my haul. And
Me as well. Why I'm such a good mood, I'm almost feeling feelings again. Seriously, brother, how pedestrian. I know, please don't tell any of the servants. They'll start asking me for silver dollars or whatever they eat these days. I guess we should thank you, Pinstripes, and tell you what to know about the event. But we won't! Your reward is our smiling snoots. Now get out of the car before we ring the police. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. Wow. Okay. So hey Ryujiro, hello. Ryujiro says hello. Alright, that was a waste of time. Was it? It was. Okay, so we have this guy, these guys. I have no idea who's important. These guys don't look important, so I'll just... Hey, what are you looking at? Are you trying to listen to our exceedingly private rooftop conversation? Beat it, creep. We're not even talking about anything interesting. Move on. Definitely nothing interesting, just extremely boring things. Yeah, in fact, we're not even talking. We're just sitting up here in silence. Our mouths are only moving to aerate our gums. Yeah, we just care a lot about oral hygiene, so buzz off. We're definitely not talking about the juicy details of Lasher's here. Hilariously disastrous love life, so beat it. Yeah! Hey. He's a good guy, he's just not so good at the romance thing, you see. Eric? First date at a sporting goods store. I needed sneakers! And he was running half an hour late. Because I didn't have the sneakers! Still, she had an okay time. She ate his phone in front of him, so she was sure he didn't have her number. Oof. Didman Rat says, I would have swapped a few of their items. Maybe there's several answers. Maybe if I play this again. I mean, I will in the future, but when I do, I'll play it off differently. Didman Red, thanks for the clip. Waste of time? Question mark. Okay, so this guy, what's up with him? Hey, you got a light? No, not for my cigarette. I meant in general. It's kind of dark out. Oh, jeez. It's kind of dark out here, and I got a spooky ghost allergy. You ain't seen any, right? If you want to get in the bar, Bob, you're gonna have to cough up an ID. Or anything, really. Coughing up stuff is generally an adult thing. Getting older ain't glamorous. Tell me about it! The other night I coughed up something that was shaped just like the state of Arizona. I tried to show Slasher, but he wouldn't even look. Cause that's gross rule. Quit smoking, you dingus. Yeah, quit smoking, stupid. It even had the Grand Canyon in it. Alright, what's up with you? Hey man, you got any change or novelty tie-dye apparel? Wow, Star Child, I can feel your energy from over here. I'd say is what's charging my whole thing right now. But the truth is, I free-cycled some really gnarly bagels for lunch today out of the dumpster behind the furniture store. My mellow has been thoroughly pre-harshed. Huh? Why would there be bagels in the dumpster of a furniture store? Oh, throw pillows. Bummer. Listen, who among us? Hasn't woken up at noon in a van under a blanket filtered equally from stranger lint and candy wrappers. It's no wonder I got into the wrong dumpster. If anything, it's fate. I'm Aiden. It's totally chill to meet you.com.org. I sorta knew someone would seek me out today. I'm like a bit of a clairvoyant according to some sub-forums I visit online. Plus I own a somewhat unsettling amount of powerful crystals. Their potent energies course through me to my inner core, which is great since I spent the last of my dosh on some suspiciously expensive crystals. And my inner core is super starving, man. Did you say Pat? He's a pretty cool guy. Kind of dresses like a preschooler though, if I'm being real sis. My little sister Lizzie is dating his cousins, so I guess you could say we're kind of like family. You can say anything to strangers, really. No one can stop you. Tonight? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I really can't tell you much. I've been sworn to secrecy. I could actually, probably tell you a few things if you do me a solid first. You see those suspiciously expensive crystals I mentioned earlier? Well, those little mamas were also suspiciously powerful. From just 3 nights of holding them, even when I had to get up to do pee, I feel mystically charged enough to access my innermost self. But in my tireless questing through the crystal concentration arts, I just don't have the time to shower. Thus my pewter miniatures. Besides, bathing is a way for the man to keep us down. You should be sliding across the floor on an oil slick of your own creation, like nature intended. My aromatic scent keeps away a lot of unwanted company, like solicitors or my father. But it invited others. I'm talking about flies. These little buzzing buzzkills keep harshing my mellow. They're making it impossible for me to concentrate on my inner light to do it inner right, if you know what I mean. If you could just swat them away for me while I'm getting my meditation on, I'd be happy to do you a solid in return. So will you be my spotter swatter? That felt eternal. Reduces Among Goose. My god, that was infinite. Press A to swat. Oh boy, okay. Hornets take extra hits. Don't swat Aiden or butterflies, got it. Flies and hornets. Alright, see that, I do have friends. Oh my goodness. Oof! What? Your face was in the way, I mean. Oh, this one is not easy, holy shit. This one is not easy. Oh, I can just pass? Shit. Literally a monument to his own hubris. Aiden sits before you as still as a statue. Because he's one of those now, apparently. You reflect on how crystals are nothing to be trifled with, as well as how they are really cool. As you inspect Aiden's soapstone exterior, you note the still lingering smell of buddy couch cushions and patchouli. Perhaps he's still in there after all. What happened to him? Chip says this one is designed for a mouse. Edmund Rat says, yeah, that might be hard on the Switch. You know what? I may have to, if I do this one again, I may have to do it like undocked. Like I will pull the Switch out and see if I have touch screen. Actually, let me see if right now I have touch controls. Hold on. Yep. There's touch controls. Hey, it's me again, Pat! It's almost 4 and I could really use your help. Do you know anything about shoes? Oh, buddy. You know who you're asking? You know who you... Click. And the wearing of them in? Yes. A couple things. This is very me. I was picking like which screenshot I want to upload. Reader says this game is truly made for Rick. Perfect! Could you come meet me at my hotel room? Just make sure you aren't followed by any shifty characters or college-age canvassers in cargo shorts. I already gave all my dollar bills to that guy pretending to be a statue outside 4th Street. Oh, this guy? I'm on my way. Oh, I found a puzzle piece. Zach says, do you know anything about shoes? This game is the literal mind child of Rick. I did say this could be the game that I made. Oh, hello. Good evening to you, fellow traveler. Have you come to imbibe some ales after your long journey as well? Oh, Deadman Rat says, I prefer handheld Switch, but I don't know how you stream Switch in the first place. It's docked, that's the thing. If I pull it out of the dock, I can't stream that. Your son fetches our finest novelty wine and based on a popular sci-fi television show. Nice suit, I like dabbling in a little bit of cosplay myself. Why, just last year at Alligator Comic-Con I dressed as a character of my own creation, the Julius Great Wizard of the North. My brother Mickey helped me put it together, although he did get it a bit slimy. Wait. Who? I'm Derry, known as the Terror of the East Side in most magics they happen in card game circles. On campus I'm known as Terror of the AP Biolab, or the one with that haircut. Why is this a puzzle piece? Pat is my second cousin as well as my second favorite person to play Dungeons and Dragons with. The first being my internet friend Carl, whose dad got rich Bitcoin mining. Oh my goodness. Rohan says, at Regito for real. And Chip says, nerd. Rohan says, Nervous Neri created his OC. He's a furry or the opposite of that in this universe. Cringe. Pat's a bard, so you know, pretty party useless. Great singing voice though. He can really wail on that juice harp. Yeah, it's a party. What? Am I not supposed to say that? Oh, Rohan, another sub, and this one for Vegeta. Thank you. Gosh, thanks. Oh goodness. Rujo says at Rohan, thanks for the gift sub. No, wait, and Rohan gave another one. This one for Ditman Rat. What is happening? Thank you. Norami, hi, hello. Norami says, hey, nerd. Norami, you're a nerd too. Ditman Rat just says squeak. Rohan sent boot emote, boot emote, boot emote, boot emote. You're welcome. Boot emote, boot emote, boot emote, boot emote. Oh jeez. Rami says, I look nothing like this nerd. You look like a nerd. Zach says, hey Rami. Huh, you're leaving already? Well, safe travels my fellow traverser of the mortal plane. Perhaps we'll meet again in another realm or in an internet forum for role-playing. No game, no minigame? Okay. I like him. I like Bob. He's just like Hello, esteemed guest. Mr. Pat asked me to inform you to come straight to his hotel room upon arrival. He also asked me to warn you to knock first in case he was wearing pants. But not to say that second part out loud. Kindly forget what I just said and come with me. I'll walk you to Mr. Pat's room at once. If you'd be so kind as to follow me along this hallway, we should arrive shortly. Please don't in the hallways. Oh, what? Normi says, hey Zach. Rohan says, we are all nerds and cringe, but we are free. That's what matters. Riju says, once I accept it, I'm cringe, I'm free. Quoting somebody, apparently. Oh my, how embarrassing. Please don't tell the internet we've had a biohazardous incident again. Did that eat through the freaking floor? Is that the poison that the other guy died with? Na 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 na. Thank you for your patience, esteemed guest. We have now arrived. Mr. Pat is expecting you. Please just knock in case he's... Have a Johnny of a day! You're good. Norman says, I love these faces. Ditman Red says, it's weird he doesn't have a mini game. You should be able to help him build that Dungeons and Dragons character sheet. Or like a mini session or something. That would be fun. This game needs a sequel already. Welcome back. I was just trying on some Nothing. I wasn't doing anything actually. So, have you talked to more of my family? Found out any secret plans? You think they're throwing me out? No. You're totally wrong about that. I would definitely know if they were doing that. Plus, it sounds a little far-fetched, don't you think? You can't pull one over on old Pat on his birthday. That's what I always say. Well, I say it sometimes, like once a year. No way, they're definitely putting together a systematic plan to end my moderate to small life. But I appreciate you putting the thought in. Maybe if you talk to a few more people, you'll find out something we can really use. In the meantime, though, I actually called you back here because I needed your help. You see, I'm having a problem. A shoe-related problem. My dude, you called the right person. I don't usually wear them, but I figured if I did tonight, maybe I'd have better luck hot-footing it out of the event to safety if I need to. The issue isn't my usual shoeless, pantless nature, but the drawers where I actually keep all my things. Last week, my Nana Roo gifted me an antique armoire from her shop as an early birthday present. It's big, spacious, practical, and so super haunted that it's leaving a weird stain on the parquet flooring just by existing. I haven't been able to find any of my shoes, and whenever I open a drawer, weird stuff happens. Here, why don't you see for yourself? Zach says this is literal heaven for Rick. Chip says shoes. Rohan says I love Rick's life has been building up to this. If this is the high spot of my life, I'm gonna be so... I mean, I'm satisfied, but also sad if it's all downhill from here. Ah, wonderful. Be careful, if Pat gets too scared, he'll give up on shoes forever. No! I can't let that happen. Help me find my shoes, please. Oh boy. What? Wait, what? I didn't see anything. Okay, so there was nothing in the top drawers, right? What's a drawer that was covered by everything else? Maybe this one? Nope, that's a ghost. Oh, there's one! Hey, a shoe, let's find the other. Nope. Aww. Hey, a shoe, let's find the other. Oh no. Oh, another one. Hey, yay. I checked this one, right? Nope. Okay. Hey! Hey, a shoe! Yes. Wait, we already found one. Yay, there's another one. There's the other one. Oh, those are fun. So there's still a few that I haven't found. Okay. Nope, that's a candle. Nope, nope, nope. Close that. Nope. Nope, nope, no, 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 no. Close that. No, 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 no. So nope. How am I supposed to know? So the contents are shuffling. Says, I think you just have to find them both sequentially. Oh. Oh no. Does anybody remember where they were? Okay, we already saw all the drawers. Does anybody remember where they were? Oh no. I don't remember. Chip just sent a dumb Rick. Okay. Ruggiero says row 2, column 3. Row 3, column 1. Okay. Okay, so it was a okay, there we go. Great, we made a pair. Oh no, they okay. Okay, so that's how it works. I cannot keep the others. Ruggiero says the boot sneaks. Yeah, those are my faves. Okay, so I guess it's a memory game. Okay, slides. Okay, that's good. Now there's 2 pairs, so I just need to find a matching one for each of those. Nope. Nope. I know that the slide isn't the first one I open. Oh, I know. There we go. Oh, Zach got a dum-dum. That has not happened in a while. Zach says cream soda. Okay, sure. Let me just get that. Where is cream soda? Oh man, I only have 4 cream sodas left. Despite what that number says, I only have 4. But thanks. Okay, let's try to find the slides, I guess. Let's start from the top. Yep, there it is. Okay, this is gonna take a while. Nope. Nothing. Oh. I feel like his anxiety is just gonna shoot. Nope. There we go. Okay, it took me a while to understand, but I got it. My shoes! There we go. I can't believe it! You found all 3 pairs of shoes that I own! Just 3? Oh, baby child. Every shoe kind is represented here. Brown, sneaky, and tropical. Oh, he's adorable. Can I adopt him, please? You know, looking at them now is kind of giving me performance anxiety, actually. Maybe I should just go bear flipper like I usually do. No! Sorry, I'm just so nervous. I'm not thinking straight. I'm sorry I made you come back here for nothing, but I really appreciate that you did. No, wear them! I'm glad we met today. You're the best pal I've had in a long time. Hey, I'm getting all mushy. You get back out there and dig up more dirt, and I'll text you just before the event. See you later, investigator. Do it again. Rohan says, teach him the way of the shoes. Zach says, art of Rick putting boots on Pat. Can I get something like that? I want to see like me putting the sneaker boots on him because they would look cute on him. I need this in my life, please. I need to go back here. I was in the middle of something. A 3 grows in Alligator, Brooklyn. Rohan says at Zach, that's something I would see happening, especially someone that can do the later alligator style. I need to find somebody who can replicate that. Okay, so I'm not gonna look it up yet because I could stumble upon spoilers. But I need to make a note here to get this commission. Ship says cabin door was open. I did not see that. Fuck. Whatever. Oh boy. That is highly sus. Rosalind Elsie Franklin was a British chemist and X-ray crystallography specialist. X-ray crystallography is the study of how beams of light move through various crystals and how the atoms inside are arranged. She presented a seminar on the structure of DNA molecule and later captured a photo of X-rays moving through crystallized DNA. Without these two contributions, we wouldn't know the structure of DNA, the building block of all living things. It's Rosalind was raised in a family of activists. She had an aunt and an uncle deeply involved in the women's suffrage movement in Britain. And her parents helped resettle Jewish refugees who had escaped from the Nazis. Even as a kid, she was an excellent scholar and attended one of the few girls' schools in London that taught math and physics. She attended university at Cambridge, where she met Adrienne Weil, a French scientist and former student of Marie Curie. Oh, okay. This is not girls. Yeah, okay. This is. I see what this is. Chip says this is not what I expected from girls. I mean, it is girls. Marie Curie was famous for discovering radium and polonium and was also a pioneer in the field of X-rays. In 1951, a young Dorothy Crowfoot would road trip with her classmates to see Rosalind Franklin's groundbreaking DNA molecule seminar. The same Dorothy Crowfoot Hodgkins would later use X-ray crystallography to map the structure of insulin. This is an impressive lineage of scientific women mentoring women, and that's so awesome! Two scientists who presented the completed structure of a DNA molecule, the double helix, used Rosalind's unpublished data to correct the original model. Without Rosalind's calculations and her lab's photo of crystallized DNA, we wouldn't have modern molecular biology. Rosalind Franklin deserves credit for building our understanding of genetics and how everything living is made. At least I got a puzzle piece out of that. Chip says girls gone mild. Okay, what's up with this place? Time goes by. Oh my gosh, how many people are there here? There's a lot of people here. But who are the relatives? Hey, you know beloved movie franchise Space Fight Episode 7 Return of the Guy, copyrighted. Remember when Banana Gun thought Pictures revealed to be the guy? I just feel like people really misunderstand his character. So he did some space murders, so he punched a baby so hard it turned into a diamond. If people would only seek out the extended content, they'd see there's so much more to him. A real Space Fight fan reads the 45 companion novels, played the ARG, and collected enough box tops to send away for the compendium. You know how much cereal I ate for that? I'm banned for the bodega now. Well, also because I keep paying for apples in all pennies. Space Fight. Chip says, oof. Chip says, why am I being attacked like this? Ooh, this is also affirming. I'm approaching max validation. Makes me want to strut right out here and start the revolution. The self-revolution begins today. Yes, 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 I agree. Haha, thank you, Sal. Good to see you back again. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Katie knows my name. The cell revolution is going great. Oh jeez. Eee! I've attended a dog as he talks all up and down the East Coast, but this one, by far, has the best lemon square and brownie selection. Brunch from brunch. Do I have time to get another Rice Krispie treat before we continue? Climate change is real. I love that how that's like the default line. Am I in the wrong room? This is definitely not a support group for people who have grown too emotionally attached to vloggers. Oh. I should leave before anyone notices. Actually, it's pretty interesting. I bet they have better coffee than the support group too. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, I'm worth blogging about. I'm good enough. I'm not. Yep. Oh boy. Sticky notes, so I'm gonna leave her to the end. Hey, Emily. Yeah? You want to go get sushi burritos after this? I know we're trying to save money, but I hear this siren song of the sushirito calling me. You had me at hey. The fusion of two star-crossed foods, so different from each other, and yet so delicious as one. I wonder what other tasty combos of cuisine we're missing. Like ships in the night. Pastasicles. Quiche. Well, a burger, but it's tacos. 2 tacos. Okay, that one I'm vaguely interested in. Hey, Emily. Hey, Jamie. Okay. These are the 3 interesting people here. Excuse me, I'm clearly trying to take notes on the materials to shoot. Cassandra, with every beat of my heart I long for you. Douglas withered, his flippers paddling across the ballroom to meet her. His lavender orbs sparkle with unspoken love for her totally slamming bod and personality. Hey! Stop looking over my shoulder! It is healthy to express yourself creatively. Okay. Welcome! Please sign our guest book. And sign here for our mailing list. And sign here too. Right there. Great! I really need a co-signer for my small business loan. Defaulting Gale, that's what they call me down at the credit union. Sign the guest book, or don't. Go your own way, baby. Can I take anything? No. Alright. Ooh, someone new? Have a seat. We're just about to get started. Help yourself to some coffee or some of Mina's famous spring rolls. Oh, go on, hehe. Don't worry about where you sit. I plan on yelling indiscriminately, so all seating is within range. Did I put out enough folding chairs? Don't want a repeat of Space Fight Trivia Night Chaos. Oh, so there's no family members here. Let's go. I got a puzzle piece at least. Yeah, that's that. This sign is misleading. Didman Red says no family, just girls. Okay, I guess we can very adult bar now. Oh, that's a lot of people. important, who isn't? Oh hey, didn't see you down there. Can you move about 2 centimeters to the right? The placement of my eyes is particularly wacky. I'm waiting for a call, but my phone has been pretty dinked up lately. I wonder if it'll even come in. Maybe I should ask the bartender to use the phone here. Ugh, that's not going to work since I store the number I need here in my broken phone. How did anyone even get by before modern cell phone technology? How did they send each other messages or watch videos about people drinking a gallon of milk and then throwing up? I guess I'll just have to write letters now and film myself barfing on VHS, just like the pilgrims would have. Deadman Red says some of the characters here are my favorites. I can see. Chip says tall. Chip says, is this a gator or a pyramid? Zach says he's the Illuminati gator. Zach says, look, Narami, DDR in the back. It's dang dancing gators. It's DDG. Current mood. That. Folks call me Tall Jared. I don't really get it though. Honestly, I'm not even the tallest Jared that I personally know. Yeah, let that info sink in for a while. I can see your imagination running wild in your extremely visible eyes. Pat the Alligator? That's my little cousin. All my cousins are little to me, even the older ones. Pat, however, is particularly small. Maybe that's why he's so skittish? A guy that tiny could slip into a crack anytime or get lost in a medium-sized mouse hole. Like a borrower or something. Oh, you're going to that too? I tell you more about it, but the sad truth is I jotted down all the deets in my phone here, but the damn thing has been on the fritz for over a week now. Ever since I got back from that ghastly Mansions of the Rich and Dead tour I did on my vacation. What's really ghastly is the distribution of wealth among the populace. And the dead... What? Dead you lies. I don't know what I'm going to do. My phone is my life. Literally. I don't have a rich inner existence or anything. It's mostly all saved on here in the form of a dream journal and pictures of good breakfasts I've had. I don't know how much of a tech person you are, but do you think you could take a look? This phone is on the fritz, super in the pits. Goes in the shell. Goes in the cell. Something fishy about Toffar's flip phone. Investigate his apps and files to find the source of misuse malfunction. Oh boy. I went on the fritz a couple of weeks ago when I was on vacation. Can you fix whatever is wrong? My phone is my lifeline to everyone else's. Something told Jared is too tall to hear their voices down there. Oh boy. Notice. Oh wow, just warning you, some of my notices are pretty personal. Game ideas? I'm not working on a video game, I just thought this would be some cool ideas for some. Spooky game about 3 kids in a bad summer camp. A game about a sweet knight who gets to escort 4 hot princes down a mountain. A silly mystery game about alligators in city. Too much work. A dramatic game about mecha pilots fighting over the fate of humanity and kissing. I actually have a thing like this in like in my notes as well. I have like one note for game ideas. I'm getting gay vibes here. Is it too late to check if there's embarrassing stuff in my notice? It's probably too late, that's fine. You're fine. 3 kinds of muffins and good breakfast. Tell Jared you're getting greedy. Greedy for breakfast. Crisp rices, large ham, muffins, blueberry, cranberry, bug, acai, paper towels, cleaning spray, dirtying spray, good breakfast, sandwich bread, peanut butter, small ham. Dream journal. Oh, I don't remember dreaming about being hungry. Did I write that? I was in the woods and I was running on all fours and there was a monster chasing me. I'm at school and everyone is making fun of me because I forgot all my... I'm hungry. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and except my father is looking back at me. He turns into sand and now I'm holding 2 hands. I have fish hands and it's the best dream ever. See, I told you my phone was acting up. Error code a ghost. And I want to add new notes. Okay, so there's a ghost. I used to be proud of how much I could remember, but now it's like, might as well write it down on the little computer I carry around with me everywhere I go. He's so relatable! Oh shit. So, Jared is currently my most relatable character. I love how everybody finds their own. This one is mine. When I get really stressed, I watch shooting videos. It calms me. I started watching one when my phone started acting weird. Do you think it's related? Alligator sensory meridian response. Hi, wow, thanks for watching my channel. Sorry I didn't upload last week. I just really... Zach says, he ruined my dream journal. Zach says, I did not. Mr. Electric send him to the principal's office and have him expelled. Did you just repeat the same sale references? Chip says, ASMR. Zach says, ASMR bubble wrap. When train. This is the turn train schedule app I tried, but I'm still late all the time. When train. Train? You. Soon. Zach says still reference manipulation is my great power. Or SRM. I said that. SRM. You're going to look through my photos? Should I? Okay, no, I'm sure there's nothing too embarrassing in there. That's my little sib, Joni. I thought I caught them on candid camera. Oh. Oh, sibling. Okay. 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 Delete. Croissant. Are these his parents? Would you look at that handsome fella? Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Chip says, so he's Joni's brother. Yeah, he said Joni's brother. I give myself compliments every day. It's like a workout for your self-esteem. Chip says those two were from the barbershop quartet. Oh yeah, they are. Oh, I'm glad I saved that photo of mom and dad. Confirmed. Confirmed. Okay, we know that now. Chip says so. Joni and Jared's parents are in the quartet. Okay, got it. That's good to know. I'm gonna need everybody's help to assemble the thing. That's from when I found a cute cafe with the perfect croissant. That was a good breakfast. Looking good, Jared. I don't take pics of all my food, but that breakfast was so good. You think there's something strange about my breakfast? Please don't delete that one. It's a winner. You're a winner. Turn off the flash, Jared. Well, I would if I knew how. Why did I even take that pic? I don't remember. Zach says croissant. Okay, there's interesting stuff here. I'm a pretty good photographer, right? Everyone says that the newer phones have better cameras, but I think mine are pretty good already. My vacation pics. I hope you're ready to relive some memories of me. This guy is too relatable. Okay, I need some water. This got too real. I'm sorry. This guy is me. This guy is just me. Oh, he's so cute. This is back from my trip to Alligator, Los Angeles. Oh, speaking of Los Angeles, hi, Dishrar. Hello. Hi. It was neat being so close to the mountains. Hey, my phone started acting up after we went to this weird house. 99 creepy Chris. Okay. Do you think this house had something to do with my phone being weird? You like this one? Maybe I should make it my profile pic. I feel like I really fit in. Tell me about this one. Weird house, huh? It was really spooky inside. And no Wi-Fi! I only had 2 bars. I can't even remember what that building is. Jared, you're so wild. Okay. So I have some ideas. So please don't mess with this folder. I just have a lot of pics here that I really hate to lose. Oh boy, let's see. Okay, so you have them JoJo's. You have Gator JoJo's. Chip says memes. Oh, what's going on? It's just so cool. Oh, I see. The references are insane. The Cowboy Bebops. Oh, Gator Goku. Okay, cool. So he's kind of a weep. Are you hiding your face now? Oh, listen, it's not what it looks like. The camaraderie is important to me. Oh, okay. I know this anime. Mr. says Gator Coup. Oh, okay. Okay, freaking Oran High School. What the shit? Chip says, is that the gay swimming anime? Okay, it's confirmed. I think this guy is, yeah. The Gator Dar is going wild right now. This show is one of my favorites, top 5 for sure. Please don't delete this one, it's my fave. Ian theme from season 4 was my favorite. It's just so romantic. Yep. Zex is Gator. This was my favorite show for a while. Yeah, everybody's. Back then. I tried to get into real life figure skating, but it wasn't as romantic, more like traumatic. It's a figure skating anime, I remember now. I used to watch this really late at night. Oh yeah, because Cowboy Bebop was on Adult Swim. Oh man, this game is really good with the references. I've seen every series for this show. Z, B, G, Hee, and Hee Kai. Plus all the movies. Oh, this weeb. How silly, a bunch of cute boys serving you tea and being nice to you. Heh, heh. Yeah, this is the gay. There, I've captured the gay. Should I update my top animes of all time ranking? Okay, I see. Didman Red says, I don't know the references, but it's fun to watch anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's old anime. It's old to moderately new anime. Ooh, this code does something cool. Do you have a way to scan it? Hold on, check it.
Oh, it's a YouTube video. Oh, it's a video! It's a video. I'm gonna... Hold on. Chip says, lol, that's a funny video. Didman Red says, I love this video. This is adorable. Yeah, do check it out. In the comments, people are like, thank you, Tal Jared. Oh, that's it? Okay, I'll come back here. Let me check. Internet Spelunker. Do me a favor and don't look too hard at my search history. Breakfast near me, breakfast, many pancakes, sleep sounds. What's the best password? Ghost? I never thought of it, and I'm going to forget about it immediately. What's it like out? Some people like sunny days and some people like rainy days. I like the forecast when it's just like this. Pretty good. It's pretty good out. Today 75, the next day 81, day after 80 fun. After that 80 none. Calls. Hey, don't look at my calls. And don't try to call anyone either. I'm sort of really out of minutes. I only have 22 seconds left and I still need to call my grandma. This screen isn't helpful at all. What do you think ghost mode is? Hold on. The truth is, I don't remember any passwords ever. Yeah, but I can't select calls anymore. Okay. I always just pick the most popular thing. Maybe you could guess, like if you guess the best possible password, that's probably be the right one. The password, you got it. Oh no, now it's spooky, I guess. Maybe in the pictures? I took the selfie here because the mirror was actually big enough to hold my whole reflection. I know. Oh, ghost. Wait, ghost? Oh, okay. Okay, so I need to check the ones that are sus. Oh, that's not good. I'm pretty sure that's the one I need to delete. Yeah, I know, you're larger than life. So, according to the notes, it's the house, the place, and the breakfast, I suppose. Let me check this in ghost mode. Wait a moment, there's something weird about this photo. I see the ghost. I want to see if any of these are affected by ghost mode. Something stresses me out about this image now, though. Where did my handsome swinging voice go? No, this is a nightmare. Get rid of it. Okay, so exercising the... What was that? Did you do that with my phone? Okay, so there's literal cursed images here.
Interesting. Well, I'm gonna exercise at breakfast. You saw that, right? That was definitely strange. Chip says, oh no. Okay, now this one's fine. Yeah, this one's fine. So the last exercise... Wait. I want to see if it affected the notes. The noties. What was it? What breakfast did they want? I'm hungry. Is that the video again? It's a good one. Give me your email. I'll send you some links. Ah, he's adorable. I love him. Okay, fine. Let's finish this up. Oh God! Next time I go on vacation, it'll be something safe like go-karting or a nude beach. No more creepy old mansions with dark legacies contaminated by the vengeful souls that reside within, I swear. I feel like that just moved 2 bubbles on my life abacus to the left of it all that. That was super terrifying. Can I have my phone back? Hey, it looks like you fixed it. It's nice to have a functioning phone again. It's like I'm reconnected to society. Take that, actually looking people in the eye and talking to them indirectly. I mean directly. That's too real. Thanks, random stranger. Or should I say random friend? I love him. Chip says goodbye, ghost. Oh jeez. So the call I'm waiting on is actually the caterer for the event. It's a lot of work since this family is practically made of food allergies and intolerances, but I'll manage. Thanks so much for all your help. I'll see you tonight. By the way, can you have wheat? I love him. Okay, there's a lot of people here. Do I have time to talk to all of them? Leave me alone unless you want a knuckle sandwich. Seriously, do you want it? It was the bar special of the day, but I ain't got the heart to eat it now because of nervous guts. Anyways, what you want? Oh look, it's Gator Daft Punk. Disman Red says he's called Tall Jared, but I call him Good Jared. I don't really have time to talk right now. I'm waiting for somebody. Though maybe they're a no-show. People call me the Knife on account of my design containing sharp edges. And how I poked my eye out in a freak jack-o'-lantern carving accident back in 4th grade. Because I'll cut you. Out of extracurriculars if I catch you in the hall without a pass. Oh boy. I'm a guidance counselor for Miss Petty's new school for snobby and gifted middle schoolers. The nickname is just there to scare the preteens, to be honest. Yeah, I know, Pat. Who's asking? Oh, you are. Right. Right. Sorry, I'm a little socially anxious right now. Basically all the time. I've known Pat since high school when the seniors got paired up with a freshman buddy to run the 3-legged race. As the gym teacher tied the rope around our legs, Pat flipped out and thought he was being kidnapped. Started running like a maniac down the football field with my gym pants still attached to him. This is how I got my other nickname, Birthmark Butt. Since then, we've been good pals despite it. Love that weird little guy. Chip says, Yakuza reference. Lidman Red says, this guy's game is one of the hardest ones to win in the game. Ah, shit. Look, you keep pestering me. Didn't I tell you I was waiting for someone? I gotta be honest with you, I ain't really waiting for nobody. I'm just here at the bar to practice being casual and meeting other folks. You know, in a romantic-like manner. But I always seem to say the wrong thing and scare other gators off. But how was I supposed to know complimenting someone's bulging neck veins was weird? She looked real cool. But anyways, between work and my somewhat bad personality, I don't get out much. It's so hard to just meet people in a non-weird way, you know? I wish I could just practice or something. Hey, wait a minute, that ain't a bad idea. If I could just find a buddy to practice dates on, I could be way more ready when the real deal comes along. I know you're only talking to me because Pat set you up on one of his weird, wild, and goose-like chases, but I ain't got a lot of friends to tell you the truth. So, maybe if you help me practice, I could help you out too? What'd you say, you wanna go on a fake date with Rusty Edge like me? What? Smack that knife, make him blushy by getting mushy. What? Okay. Chip says this stream got really gay. Great! How do you feel about a change of setting? Let's head over to my workplace and you can help me out there. How? Ah! Oh no! Chip says, oh no! And Regina says, we visual novel now. Oh boy. Welcome to the hallowed halls of the Alligator International School for Gifted Youths. The kids are on break right now, so it's only us lonely administrators. Me, I'm the lonely one. I need a big favor from you. You see, I have a meet cute tomorrow, and I don't know what to do or say or feel. My friend Karen, who works in the front office, set me up with a friend of hers. Even the glove became anime. I'm not usually the blind type date, but she says she's really dreamy. Tall, which I like, and big, which I also like. Broad shoulders, she says he's a cool, quiet type, but he has a sense of humor and a big heart. In between you and me, she's a real dragon in a dojima, if you get my drift. I wonder what she told him about me. All this negative thinking is messing with my mojo. You seem like the strong, silent type. You're cute enough that it intimidates me just a little. Please, you gotta help me practice for my big date. I need a boost of confidence and I need it now. Yay! I mean, cool, thanks. Karen arranged it all with my date. We're going on an adventure first, then out to dinner, then afterwards. Who knows? Natural laughter. So, what kind of adventure would you take me on? Impress me. Oh. Oh boy. Zach says, I stepped away in the genre change entirely. Yeah. Johan says, okay, I'm back. When did this game become Beastars for the Furry Weaves? Lol. See what happens when you people walk away? The game just shifts somehow. Okay, what kind of adventure would take me on? Zoos. I like zoos, but not that much. Beach. I hate the beach because everybody's like, we are all naked. You gotta get naked too, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. I am. Basically, I will keep all my clothes on in a beach. Chip says, Chip, thanks for the clip of the abrupt genre shift. Regino says beach, but I don't want the beach. Zach says Kaylee dating sim. Now, a botanical garden would be interesting. I've actually wanted to go to one because of a Tom Scott video where I think he went to a garden that had the most dangerous plants. And I always wanted to see something like that. So, boop. Great, let's go. Well, come on, I can't pretend we're going somewhere if we don't go somewhere. Oh, Drohan, thanks for the 2 bits. Your 2 bits. Drohan says, here's a joke for ya. What happens to a pair of used boots that are given to someone else? They're being rebooted. Says my guess is mostly based on Yakuza things that I remembered. But this is not Yakuza. Zach says, there's one by me that I'd love to bring you to. Okay. The whole school is empty, don't worry. Okay, let's go. OMG, you picked my favorite place in the whole city? I don't know you, but I guess. You have good taste. Yeah, I do have taste. I actually love all the trees around this school. It's a nice piece of greenery in the big city, right? Sorry, I'm breaking character. Here we are at the imaginary botanical garden. Look at these beautiful peonies. I hope the roses are in season. Their bloom quality is to die for. Even the rock garden looks amazing. What? You think I look amazing too? That's so sweet of you to say. I'm glad we're doing this. It's been a while since I've been on a real date, like with an itinerary. Everyone I date these days just wants to watch a TV show on an old couch. Don't get me wrong, I'm not above staying in and getting cozy, but I think a first date should be really special, you know? What's this? You brought me a present, but I didn't bring you anything. Well, that is a change of pace, old-fashioned, but in a nice way. Gimme, gimme! Oh boy. Might think I think he's a dog. Candy seems insulting. Flowers. I mean, we came to a garden, so he must like flowers, right? Drohan says, "Oh, Drohan, thanks for the clip. That joke breaks weasel, not clickbait." Yeah, you broke the weasel. Flowers, fuck it. Oh, they're lovely, thank you. Karen didn't warn me I was going out with such a charmer. I'm getting a little hungry. Do you mind if we head to dinner? A reservation? Wow, you came prepared. And dressed to impress, I see. That shirt really brings out your eyes. Was that too much? I'm trying to roleplay, but it feels a little silly. You're doing great, though. So where do you want to eat? I hear you were quite the foodie. Fancy, cozy, cool. Oh, boy. Well, I'm cool. Fancy is expensive. Cozy is like, I don't know. No, I'm cool. Let's be cool. I want to see what the cool are. Is this cool? Hey, this place is really swanky. I'm impressed. I spend all day giving advice to middle schoolers. I love my students, but they can be real cruel sometimes. The other day, one of them told me outright that I wasn't going to get married because my jacket was ugly. It's like, hey kid, you do the best you can when you have to buy clothes on an educator's salary. Oof. Look at me, I finally get out of school and I can't stop talking about the munchkins. Yes, we can totally change topic to me. Didman Red says I completely chose the wrong option, so I lost my first try with him. I am just following my feelings. Your tail is so long. This would be okay. This is what you should tell me. I don't even know what his tail looks like, so that's bad. You have such perfect teeth. Okay, that feels mocking, considering you know. Your sweat is so shiny and beautiful. Maybe, I mean, they are shiny, kind of. I'm so happy you noticed. It's been so long since I've been on a date that Karen took me out to get them polished. I'm not into being pampered usually, but now I'm glad I did it. And I could definitely get used to all the attention, especially from you. Sorry, I have my hand on your face. You know, your skills have a beautiful shine too. You must spend hours maintaining them. Yeah, you look like you spend some time at the gym.
Stop me if I'm being too forward, but I feel like I can really be myself around you. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, not a long while. It's just hard for me to meet other alligators. I don't do this very often. Stop laughing. This is precisely what I want to practice. What I'm trying to say is I'm having a really good time with you. If you don't have any plans after dinner, wanna come to the Spring Festival with me? You've lived in Alligator, New York City for how long? Have you never been to the East River Spring Festival? Then you have to come with me. There's food, carnival games, the whole thing ends with a big fireworks show. Why just say we split the check and head over? Flag down the waiter then. Let's get out of here. Sorry I'm being such a kid. Even when we lived in Alligator, Jersey, my family would drive into the city for the big festival. Thanks for indulging me. As a reward, you get to pick the first thing we do. No, I've been coming here since I was little. It's your first time. What looks fun to you? Kinda boring. Festival food is... We just ate. I want games. I am actually good at carnival games. If anybody has been to those things with me. Oh, I love carnival games. Karen told me you were pretty competitive. Not like in a bad way. I'll tell you what, if you win me that big platypus doll, I'll definitely be impressed. Reward? Win the game first, buddy, and then we'll talk. Haha, what a night. That guy in the bear costume and all the pretty lights. You know, for a first timer, you really seem to be warming up to the festival. I'm relieved you had fun. You never know with this kind of thing. I really wanted you to have a good time. To be honest, I wasn't sure I was even going to come out tonight. A lot of people are scared of me. Would you believe? Me! It's not like I'm some kind of scary gangster roaming the streets at night and showing up wherever, repeatedly challenging the same person to endless street brawls. While slowly building my reputation as a mad dog who will fight anyone and anything, relentlessly punishing all who stand in the way of my personal goals. Hey, it looks like the fireworks are starting. Come with me. I know the perfect place to watch. What I tell you, the view from here is incredible, right? I had fun tonight. I hope you did too. For Karen's sake, I mean. She takes matchmaking really seriously. She's been hounding me for months to finally meet you. Why am I talking about Karen right now? Come on, just say the right thing. I guess what I'm really trying to say here is tonight was so special and I really want to keep this going. If you don't mind me being a little old-fashioned, will you go out with me? Okay. I forgot. This is Whiplash bringing me back here. Wow, that was actually kind of freaking magical if I'm being totes real with ya. Wow, I really feel like I learned a lot actually. I feel kind of funny now, kind of flappy in my guts. Must be that knuckle sandwich coming back to haunt me. Yeah, that's the ticket. That said, I don't really know a lot about the event, but I know that I'll be there at least. On account of being invited by Pat's mom. Maybe we can hang out. At the event, I mean. Not like outside of it, like it's a thing. Hahaha, natural laughter. Oh boy. Oh, this guy's falling for me now. The last person I expected. I've not seen you around here before. I think I remember a face like that. So distinct and clearly visible. What's a tall drink of water like you doing in a place like this? Everyone else here is more a middling half glass of yogurt top run off, if you know what I mean. Let me know if I can get you anything, like a drink or a semi-awkward shoulder massage. What can I get you? Who's this kid? Why is this kid here? I'm waiting for a blind date, so if you see anyone that looks like an XX Gandalf da Bay, XX,
let me know. They're tall, handsome, and they're very successful lawyers, just like me. Keep me posted, wingman. You're worth it, Linda. Okay. What are you staring at, chump? Put those peepers away before I jank them clear out of your skull. What, you think you're a tough guy or something? You think you can roll in here with a pinstripe suit not dissimilar to my own and share a passing glance with me? Well, you got another thing coming to ya, pally, and it ain't nothing good. Around these parts, I'm the toughest guy you're gonna meet. So don't think you can sidle into my bar and lock eyes casually with me across the room. You'll be sorry when I pull those babies out and make them into twin gnocchis. I'll let you guess what the red sauce is, but you ain't gonna like it. Oh boy. The name's Bobby Blue Eyes, and don't you forget it, because it's gonna be etched on your tombstone. Wait, on your tombstone would be your name. My name would be... Hey! Just because I got confused about a society's rituals surrounding mortality doesn't mean you can look away. We're having a conversation here. Oh, murder on my throat. Hold on. Pat, that little jabroni is my first cousin once removed. Kinda like I'm about to remove your eyes as mentioned previously in the conversation. Do you think the red sauce thing was too far? Maybe it was a bit too far. I'm testing out some new tough guy material tonight, so it's a bit hit or miss. Bobby ain't spilling family secrets. Unless you prove you're tough to me, the toughest guy in Alligator, New York City. It's gonna be easy though, and I'll make sure of that. So let's you and me play a little game called Three Finger Fillet. Or are you too chicken? Mirror this cuckoo without getting a boo-boo? Oh no. Nice to meet you. I thought I would get this from the knife. Chip says the bartender was hitting on you. Is this a gay bar? I feel like I just walked into a gay bar. Watch how Bobby stabs the table, copy his banner on the side and avoid your fingies. Oh no. You ready for this, tough guy? Wow, you did that 4 times. That's impressive. Chip says you had gay encounters with 3 of them. I think this guy's just confused. He's not supposed to be here. This man rat says spoons. Okay, I need to remember it. I hate these kinds of games. These patterns drive me insane. Damn. But how many more times do you think you can pull that off? Two, 4, 2, 4, 2. Wait, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2. Wow, 5 times, not bad. But let's up the ante a bit, shall we? Holy shit, too. Whoa, 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 what? What is that? That knife is terrific, yes, perfect for a tough guy. Let's keep going. But yeah, Chip said this is just a pattern memory game. Shit. Where did I get this knife? One, okay. Shaking it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, okay. So that's Hey, not bad, kid. Got all the way to 6. I bet you think you're a real tough guy with those increasingly ludicrous knives you really had on your personage. But check this out. More? Oh, wait, my fingy! Can you put a band-aid on it, please? Pop. Aww. Ow, ow, ow. Gotta blow in it, gotta blow in it. That's it, I don't want to play tough guys with you no more. You ruined it by going too far, and now look what happened. I may never play bass guitar again. Wow. Chips is not so tough, guy. I love that I finally used the freaking knife that I have in the menu. You're a real tough customer, I'll give you that. The event is a happy thing, so leave those preposterous knives at home. Now go, leave me with my band-aid and my misery. Oh, ouchie. Ooh. Hey, City Pal. I was just wondering, since we've been texting a bunch. Have you heard of 9th Street Station at all? I haven't. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's, well, it's been closed for a few years. Not a lot going on there since then. It's still got some of the most beautiful architecture of all underground stops in the city, in my opinion. I really like to go there, actually. I was just thinking, if you ever wanted to stop by there, maybe I could meet you. No pressure or anything. You'd probably have to really help a conductor out to even get access. It's pretty underground. Raffle. Okay, I was actually on the floor that time, but I'd fallen unrelated to laughing. Anyway, haha, don't worry about 9th Street. You can forget what I said. If you want. But yeah, I knew I was gonna end up using that knife sometime. Wait, how many do I have? 23 family badges, 27 puzzle pieces. I think I got everything here. Yeah, that means I can go. He's dead. Chip says, so who exactly are we then? It's interesting. It seems like we're some like mystery like gator guy. So the last part I have is the Alligator Memorial Park. Let me see if the conductor is open. Oh, it is. Hello? Is someone knocking? You can come inside. Oh, hello there. I don't usually get visitors in the control room like this. It's actually quite nice to have some company besides the various rodents ardently trying to eat my feet and ankles. The trolley company told us conductors to start taking rat poison foot baths before coming into work in the morning. Wouldn't you know it? All that did was anger the rats and give me trench flipper. You know the trolley health plan doesn't cover trench flipper or gout, which is why I had to stop bringing my usual fried ham bones in for lunch. I'll miss that humorously oversized lunchbox, but not my humorously oversized joints. Call me Clancy, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unless you're here to rob me, in which I'd ask you kindly not to take the dollar I have in my breast pocket. That's for my afternoon old man licorice snack. If I don't have that, I'll turn back into a pumpkin. I'm just pulling your leg, but I don't want to chance it. Lidman Rat says, yeah, that would anger me. Pat, my grandson, a funny fellow that, always wearing his little hat and bandana. Makes him really recognizable though, you know, like for marketing and such. Funny fellow that, Pat. Now hold on, even an old man with my memory remembers he's not supposed to be spilling the beans. My wife, Rue wife, told me quite clearly that I'd be in the doghouse if I did, and it's really uncomfortable out there and full of dogs. Say, I could use a youngin' like you's help with a little problem I'm having. Maybe you could do me a favor? I was going through my trolley instruction manuals. I found a few flyers were torn up from the last time Rue put me in the doghouse. You know how dogs like to rip up things like manuals, homework, and stable marriages. I'd like to restore them, but the pieces could be all over town now, by gum. Since you're already snooping around for Patrick, could you keep an eye out for trolley manual pieces as well? Okay. Press and hold A to drag puzzle pieces into correct position from a picture. And how all pieces scattered. I don't have all the pictures! Wait. Puzzle pieces. Hey now, that looks real nice. There's still some work to be done though. Click that arrow if you want to move on to the next flyer. You can always click back to see the previous one if the spirit moves ya. Maybe you can do something with this as well. It doesn't go with any of my flyers. Oh. Come back anytime you want. But yeah, Chip said, so Clancy is Pat's grandpa. Please don't press on the grass. Oh. That's a lot of people. Love this fountain. Eat emergency. That's so cute. Chip says it's the loading screen gator. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's a family member. Almost sure, because they could have a mini game. Zach says, hey, it's a guy from the loading screens. This guy looks shifty. This guy looks like a dad, like he could be part of the family too. This guy doesn't look that important. Hey, don't look at me. Stop looking. Cut it out. Please stop. Please, I have a wife and kids. Oh gosh. This lesbian. Please. Okay, I have a wife and cats. Please, I have 3 cats. Okay, it's 5 cats and a body pillow with a crude drawing of a person done in Sharpie. Please don't tell my parents how I live. Rude. Honestly, any of these could be a family member. That cloud looks like a duck. Now that cloud looks like 2 ducks. That cloud looks like my ex-girlfriend who was a duck. Oh, Sheila. Sheila. Okay, almost sure he's a family member. I'm not sure about her. This guy in the distance. Hi, wanna hear something neat? Oh, it's a Valentino. Oh, family member. Hi. Did you know that gazebo here is haunted by like 100 million ghosts? It's true. My cousin Giovanni told me so. It's why I'm playing over here. You know, just in case I can meet one, so we can be friends. It'd be nice to have a ghost pal instead of being ghosted by pals. Ow. Chip says related to Prince and Princess, I assume. I'm Skits, but my mom usually calls me the other one, or who left this here. Ow! Oh, this kid, goodness. Zach says, aw. Sometimes Bonnie Milligan calls me Squids at recess. My teacher says it's just because she likes me. But I think it's because sometimes I smell a little fishy since my bedroom is the spare utility freezer on the back porch. Stop! There's a lot of fish in the freezer. I think Pat's my cousin, like the cousin that comes after cousin. Like the sequel to cousin. Second cousin. Okay. I like Pat. He shares his meatballs with me and always plays fun games. Like this one time we both ran in circles to see who could do it the most. Pat won and only threw up a little. He's so cool. I'm so excited because I'll get to see Pat and Giovanni. But I'm not supposed to talk about it because it's a surprise. I might talk about it a little if you play games with me though. Wanna play hide and seek? I've been practicing. This kid is gonna kill me. Hide and sheesh. Let the kid win or you'll see him again. That kid thinks he's hot stuff at hide and seek. Wait for him to hide and help him win. Oh boy. I'm gonna hide now. Oh, ready or not, I'm hidden. Oh my goodness. I wonder where he is. Haha, I hit so good. You looked everywhere except for where I was. One more. Ready or not, I'm hidden. I hit so good. You looked everywhere except for where I was. One more. Ready or not, I'm hidden. I'm a better hider every time I practice. Thanks for playing with me. I'm gonna die. Zach says inverse hide and seek is really easy. I had a lot of fun. Maybe tonight at the event we can play together again. This poor kid. It's a surprise, but Giovanni told me there might be a big cake. I haven't had cake since the last time my mom remembered my birthday, which was... Well, anyway, thanks again. Come play with me anytime. Ah. Hey, are you there? It's Pat. 1-1. I know we haven't figured out what the family's totally nefarious secret is yet. Well, but maybe if we walk there together, I feel safer. Is that okay? I'm on my way. Oh, it's endgame. We didn't get to see everything. Chip says this game attacks people. Well, hello and pleasant evening, my good chum. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh no, I didn't mean to startle you. Not I. You see, it is within my very nature to skulk mysteriously around corners and the like in dead silence. As my mother was a mysterious slipper designer, and my father was mysteriously absent. Oh, but enough about me. What about you? You seem like an alligator with an agenda as well. Perhaps a mysterious agenda? Well, that's just fine, my friend. That's just fine. You know, they say mysterious agendas are the best agendas of all, second only to salacious ones. Perhaps yours is a little of both? Do you have a blog I can follow? I see you noticing my hat, but tread carefully, my dear. Tread carefully. This hat and the secret alligator society it symbolizes have led me down a dark and terrible road, such as community potlucks with spaghetti so al dente, your very soul will ponder the multitudes it requires to chew it. Don't get me started on our mysterious rummage sale. Our fundraiser for the SPCA? Extremely mystical. Our community snake spear production in the park? No, that was fairly uneventful. Thanks for that. Are you still there? The flower, take me back. Thanks. Zach says you like how you play some characters vague and mysterious. Oh boy. The arcade is closed. End game. It's just Bob. Welcome back, esteemed guest. I'm afraid our kitchen is closed early for a closed event in the hotel ballroom tonight. I have provided Mr. Pat with some complimentary stale oyster crackers and tap water. If you follow me, I can show you to his room. Oh, Harrison. Hi, hello. Harrison says, yo, the Korean music is so relaxing. Pardon me, we'll begin walking at your leisure. My, what beautiful wallpaper we have, so rich and distracting. Harrison says this game is so cute. Yeah. We have arrived. Please inform Mr. Pat he can't have any more tap waters after you knock. I'm so glad you came back. I've just been guzzling tap waters and stress eating those funny crackers the waiter gave me. I'm looking at them. I need to be drawn. Putting these on I need to put those sneaker boots on him. He needs them. Even though I'm not going to wear them, I went and got all my shoes out anyways. I think just for the company. No, wear them! It's scary being alone in here. And now the event is about to begin. But maybe since you're here, nothing bad will happen. This counts as something bad happening. Harrison says, lol, I'm glad you zoomed in so easily to the sneakers. Harrison says, don't you also leave your boots out to keep you company? I mean, I'm always surrounded by them, so... Do you have a flashlight? I'm scared of the dark. And a flashlight, but slightly less so. Hey, you found one. Do I look like that one video by Alligator Queen? Hopefully with this we can make it through the corridors of the hotel to the ballroom where the event is safely. Just walk really close to me, okay? We have no way of telling who or what is out in those twisty halls. This is a story I wrote. Navigator. Power's out till... Okay. Okay, that's his room, right? Is it? Nope. The way I'm walking behind him is so weird. A reminder of the inevitable passage of time that will one day consume us all into the infinite. Also, I can't read analog clocks. Harrison says, I'm excited for Rick to enjoy these parts. Zach says, it looked like you're wheelbarrowing him. Oh, is this close? Oh, this was I thought this was, never mind. Oh, this is big. Whoa, that guy again? I wonder what that pink stuff is. Probably nothing corrosive with a hefty half-life. He's so small though. Wait, passing him means we are coming back. Wait, is this it? Oh, this is a mess. It's like, I want to see what I can encounter. Because, I don't want to miss it. Well, I mean, I'm probably going to end up playing this part again when I have to play the game again at some point. But, come on. I'm gonna go this way. See where this takes me. Oh, I hate... This place is big. Please, anything but Marty. Oh, this is... I think we're going into the cursed area. No, it's following me! I should have never brought that dresser from Nanaru. But the deal was just as scary as its obvious possession. I don't know what I'm gonna find. Did you see it move? I think I saw it move. Chips says apparently in subsequent runs there's the option to skip straight to the event if you've collected enough family badges. But I want to see everything. There's just something unwholesome about reading graphic novels in the pitch dark sediment of a broken hotel wall. Well, Mandy? I'd ask what he's doing here, but he's attracted to spotlights. Like a moth that smells hair gel. Oh, I found it, I think. Oh boy, that's a lot. That's most people. But I'm still missing a few. On my way over, I passed that abandoned Miss Hoopledoom's home for spooky 1800s children with cuffs. And wouldn't you know it, my phone stopped working again. All it does now is sing Ring Around the Rosie in a slow haunting manner and try to order a steak and hoop with my credit card. Oh, I guess everybody has a line now. Pogel sent like a happy emote and an exclamation point. Harrison says, "Was this everything you expected and more?" And face sticking out tongue. Yes. Mercy, it's been a dog's age since I've been to a swinging shindig. You know of any? Haha, I'm just kidding. Mostly. This is the worst party I've ever been to. It's simply dreadful, even worse than last year's. Even worse than the wrap party for the Gucci modeling shoot I did. That's Gucci adult-sized baby bonnets for strange alligators. At Harrison. Anyways, Chip says, so it was just a party after all. Zach says, cute, happy Pat. Even worse than the release party where they found my ex-boyfriend, the house music DJ, run through with a claymore. I for sure wasn't anywhere near that, of course, but how awful. Simply dreadful. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You smell like an alligator, and that is suspicious and correct. Unsuspicious and correct. Okay, so those two are married. This guy is something else, and the other guy that is not even part of the family. What's up, old and moldy? You down for another heist? Sorry to pull you back in the game, but with a cake like this, how do you resist one last score? Cake, 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 cake. I'll eat anything with the word cake in it. Pancake, birthday cake, cheesecake, yellow cake. Kaboom, cake! Good evening and good morrow, friend. What an auspicious sign that we cross paths once more. Perhaps we have some unknown starting connection, or you really want to read my zine about cool wizards. Check it out, I have a whole chapter dedicated to Tapicus the Groovy. Hey there, I got worried you guys wouldn't make it on account of the blackout. Pat's scared of the dark. And always, in parties, come to think of it. This usually doesn't end as well as this, is what I'm saying. hey, thanks for earlier. I ended up canceling that date, not because I was nervous anymore. I was actually kind of wondering if, you were free. You know, maybe we could go to a real restaurant, or like hurl some hot dog buns at Fat Seagulls down at Alligator Coney Island. No pressure. Oh boy. I'm gonna lose my AARP discounts being up this late. I take a hard look at your benefits if you do too much staying up past 8 or rollerblading. I am not giving up my Tuesdays at Roller World. Horace and I have come to an understanding of sorts, wherein he remains dead and courteous, and I don't call in a priest or buy any more poisons wholesale. My cards, every girly Lou and Bobby Hood would be coming over here trying to get a peep. Don't let the greater public masses look at my cards.